You have the guy you want, or so you thought. You do see him, you are physically intimate with him, but it's not quite the relationship that you want. In fact, you don't even know if it is a relationship yet. But you stay hopeful that it is going in that direction and this just isn't a waste of your time. But how can you know for sure that it is? How can you know for sure that he's not just having his fun with you while stringing you along? Well, that's exactly what we are gonna go through today. Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Kit, your personal dating coach, and in today's video, we're gonna go through whether a guy is truly serious about you or whether he's just made you his orbiter. And of course, do not forget, if you are new here, make sure you click that subscribe button because I'm here to lead you to the relationship that you desire. Now let's jump into the video. So first things first, ladies, most of you have an orbiter. And let's be honest, most of you know who that orbiter is or who those orbiters are, for those of you who are a little bit too fine for your own good. And if you don't know what an orbiter is, it's a guy who's either a friend or an acquaintance who's always around, who's always there for you to chat in some way, but he secretly wants more. He secretly wants more to happen. Whether that's wanting a full-on relationship with you or whether that's just wanting something sexual to happen with you. And you kind of know that he does. You know that if you opened up a channel of opportunity for you both to be sexual or to start dating, he would jump on it and jump on you. Now, some of you don't realize that you have an orbiter, either because you refuse to acknowledge it or maybe you genuinely haven't picked up on it yet. You know, it's often the guy who's always the first to offer to help you move furniture. He's always at the same party as you, or he's always an ear for you when you talk about the guy that you actually like. Oh yeah, that's torture for him. He's your orbiter. And the only reason nothing's ever happened is because you don't want him like that or you don't see him in that way. So why am I telling you all this? Why is any of this relevant? Because, ladies, it's possible for you to be a guy's orbiter too. However, it doesn't quite look the same. The dynamics are different, but the principle remains the same. The principle of keeping someone around to enjoy the benefits that they bring because they want more, but there's no intention of actually giving them more. Hence the term orbiter. Always circling around them, but never quite touching what you truly want. So what is the female equivalent? What does that look like? And how can you tell if you've been made a guy's orbiter? Well, first we need to know what it looks like when a guy makes a girl his orbiter. We know that when someone makes you an orbiter, it means that you are providing benefits for that person. And what's the number one benefit that guys usually want from women? Yeah, sex. This is the major difference between a guy being made an orbiter and a girl being made an orbiter. When a guy is made an orbiter, the benefits he provides is usually along the lines of being an ear to listen to help with domestic tasks, or to, you know, be company for you because all your other choices weren't free. But when a girl is made an orbiter, the main benefit that she provides in his eyes is sex. Now you may be thinking, okay, well, just because I'm having sex with a guy doesn't mean that I'm an orbiter. And you're right, it doesn't. What makes you an orbiter is you continuing to have sex with him when you want more, and he knows that you want more. He knows that you want more, and he has zero intention of giving you more. And to that, you might think,
okay, Kit, but how do I know he has zero intention? Okay, how do I know that he's not just working his way up to committing and we're just not there yet?
well, there's a couple of reasons that you can tell straight away that this is the case. The first one is that there is a window within the first few months of when a guy starts seeing a girl that he decides whether she's going to be a relationship or whether she's going to be a friends with benefits. And the second reason is that if he's not openly expressed that he's committed or exclusive to you, so that for him it is a friends with benefits, then he will almost never take that girl seriously for a relationship. And I get how this might be hard to accept and understand, so I've made a video going through exactly how a guy's mind works in this situation so you can understand him better. And at this point, there is only one way that he's going to take you seriously. One way that it's going to turn into the relationship that you want. The one way it's going to change is for you to walk away. You have to stop having sex with him. You have to stop seeing him. You have to show him that he doesn't get what he wants with you until you get what you want from him. That if you don't get some kind of commitment or investment, then he doesn't get to have you in his life. He doesn't get the benefits that you bring. Now, after you've broke things off with him, one of two things is going to happen. Either A, after some time has passed, he's going to hit you up to try things with you again, in which you will tell him that things will only happen under committed circumstances. And I cannot stress how crucial it is that you stand by this. Or B, he won't ever call you again. A person who keeps someone around for their own benefit, feeding them a false hope, is not someone who truly ever cared about you. And that is what that reflects. Now at this point, it's really easy to just lay blame to the guy. To say that, you know, it's his fault, that you've wasted your time, and how could he string you along knowing that there's no light at the end of the tunnel? Well, here's the good news, ladies. No guy can make you an orbiter. No matter how smooth he is, no matter how charming he might be, he can't make you if you don't let him. It takes two to tango. He can only put you in that position if you put yourself in that position. So if you find that you're not happy or fulfilled in this current situationship that you're in, then stop playing that position. Stop giving him sex when you're not getting what you want, which is real investment. You shouldn't be working for free. Not saying that sex is work for you, but you know what I mean. When we take time to give something, we expect something in return. And what we expect in return is what we've said that we want. If they're not in a position or they're not willing to give us what we want, then we cannot and should not be giving anything to them. If you're looking for a guy who sparks up your love life, make sure you subscribe to this wonderful tribe. And as always, keep it sick. How?